Hey everybody, it's Stacy. Last week, if you were here, you saw me do the swatch party and makeup demo on our other palette of the season, which is the Lunar palette. So I promised you I'd come back with the review of the Comet palette. And the Comet palette is this little baby, and this is our warm tone. If you recall, if you missed last week's, just, look down and it's in my feed last week around this time, but that was more of a cool tone palette. This time I've got this, and I'm going to open her up so you can see her. And this, my friends, is the warm tone palette. And so what I thought I'd do is I would swatch everything first, and you can see the colors, and then you can, I'll do a quick makeup look. So what I have on my face, just so you guys know going in, is I have a little bit of Arbonne CC cream, I have some Dusty Rose blush, and a little mascara. That's it. Everything else is, kind of naked, and I'm going to show you how I do the eyeshadow look. So let's do the swatching first. Now, this palette is limited edition, and it comes with this highlighter, 4 eyeshadows, and it comes with this really great lip duo. And I will tell you straight away, spoiler alert, if this were a permanent thing, I know it's limited edition, if this were permanent, I would order a case today. So Arbonne, are you listening? Please make this permanent. This is my jam. So I'm going to show you the swatches on this, but let's start with the beautiful palette, the Comet palette. And let's start with the big highlighter. It's called Constellation. And this one is more beigey. It's sort of, last week's was sort of a white vanilla. This one is more beige. So I'm going to take this. Now remember, I don't know if you remember this from all my makeup tutorials, but you can use a highlighter as an eyeshadow. So I'm going to show you how to use it as a highlighter, but think of it as a big eyeshadow, because sometimes you just need like a casual look to just kind of highlight your eyes, and boom, this is great. And the other thing I will tell you, if ladies out there, and boys wear makeup too these days, so sometimes the lightest color is the first color to run out in your makeup palette. Am I right? And before my videos, you didn't know how to use the other colors. I hear that again and again and again. Like, what am I going to do with the other colors? Well, guess what? This is like a big eyeshadow. So I love that. So anyway, let me show you Constellation. So this is Constellation. This is, this will have you shining from the gods. Wait till you see it on my, cheeks. But I totally love that. Let's go into the 4 little colors, and like I said, they're very cool toned. The one color is sort of like a lilac. It's called Cosmo, and I love it because it's a really light shade. Again, it's a great shade to just put all over your lid. We talked about the one eyeshadow look. There's Comet, and that is matte, so that just means it doesn't have a lot of shine or shimmer. Okay, next to it is the shiny baby of the collection. This is called Supernova. I'm doing this without my glasses, so I'm squinting, so I apologize. I am 55. Thank you, Arbonne, but my eyes are not 55. My eyes are 55. So that's Supernova. Do you see how beautiful that is? This is a shiny metallic, and I'm going to swatch this, and I'm going to put it on my arm. Oh yeah, here we go. Here comes the shine. Do you see it? I'm going to show it to you in a better light in a second, but do you see that gold? That gold is really pretty, and you'll see it on my eyes, but I want to show it to you on my finger. Do you see that gold? It's so pretty. And remember, don't be fooled sometimes with makeup swatches. Here, I did a little double dip so you can kind of see it better. We're in the daylight, but these are very wearable. When you put it on your eyes, sometimes it looks a little different, so you'll see the swatches versus putting it on the eye. Now here comes another matte. This is a brown matte, and this is called Orion. Now this, I know, the other matte, I'm curious to see how this one is, because the other matte I was really impressed with in the Lunar palette. And oh, yep, equally impressed with Orion. This is like a cocoa brown. It's a cocoa brown. You guys see it? It's a cocoa. And it's matte, which means it does not have the shimmer. So you can, of course, create a smoky eye with this. You can use it as liner, which I will likely do today. But there's lots of things. You're going to be seeing me play with these guys a lot. This is the introductory one with the swatches and just whatever strikes my fancy. But there's lots and lots of looks that you can do with the 2 palettes. And I also plan on going back and forth and maybe, kind of marrying the 2 and do like a combo look. But let's do this final shade, which is called Elektra. And I don't know if you can see how beautiful this green is. It's a beautiful green, and Oh yeah, it has some really pretty shimmer to it. Not as shimmery as the gold, but I'll show it to you. Do you see how pretty that is? Not that we have to wear, you know, green at the holidays, but it's very, very pretty. Oh boy, it swatches like a champ. This is the green, this is Orion. So this, my friends, is the full arm swatch of the palette. Okay, so you have the highlighter right here, and then you have the 4 shades here. So I hope you guys can see that. I'll do an extreme close-up, but boy, can you see that highlighter pop out? It's really, really pretty. Now, before I do the look, I want to swatch the eye duo. So on one side, you have the camel color, which is matte, and the other side you have sort of, it's a golded, like a gilded gloss. So I'm going to put that right here. So here's the camel. It's so beautiful. It's like a nude, but it's not concealer lip, which I also love. I love, love, love concealer lip, but this is a very wearable camel nude. Perfect, perfect for the holidays. And this one is the gloss side, and I will put it next to it. And boy, I can see it in the sun, and I hope you guys can see it. There is sparkle for days. It's gold with some sparkle. Do you guys see that reflect? It is so beautiful. And I've already worn this on my lips alone. And then, you know, you can certainly combo platter them up, but here's the pro tip. If you take this side and pop it in this side, you're gonna have a big mess. So do not do that. I will show you at the end how you can wear them both, and I will show you guys what they look like separately. So let's get to the little makeup demo. And again, my goodness, I'm just kind of winging this, what I'm gonna do today, but there's lots and lots of different looks we can do. Now I am, you would think I'd be wearing some red lipstick with this outfit, but there's a lot going on, you know, today with my earrings and my top. So I thought that this would be the perfect palette because it will complement the way that this looks. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna show you guys first a very, very, very easy look. And I'm gonna, you know, I cannot resist. I'm going in with Supernova. This one right here. Now there's a couple different ways you can do it. And I'm gonna show you a really easy way. I'm gonna take my finger. I love using my fingers. You know what, we have brushes, and you guys know about the trusty tiger with lots and lots of brushes, but I really love putting eyeshadows, particularly metallics, with my finger because you can just really get in there. You can really get hyperpigmentation on your eyes, and it really just stays. So I'm just gonna go ahead, and I did my little finger swatch, and I'm just gonna pop it right on my lid. And it is so glorious. I mean, this color is not a true gold. I would say it's like an old gold. Do you know what an old gold is? Oh, there's a stink bug. Get out of here, stink bug. I hate when that happens. All right, that's what happens when you film on the porch. Now let me do this on the other side. Okay. I'm just doing this on the other side too. And, you know, I'm not being super precise about it, which I think is part of the attraction. It's a very modern look to kind of just put it there and do that single eyeshadow look. I love the way that looks, actually. I mean, I'm just happy with that, honestly. But we're gonna go in and we're going to, I don't even need to blend it out because it's just perfect right as is. I mean, the pigmentation is great. The placement is great. I'm gonna go ahead and take this Constellation. Remember I told you it was a big eyeshadow? I'm gonna dip into that, and I'm just gonna put it above my brow bone because I think that would look really attractive, just to kind of pop it there. Make sure your brushes are clean, girls and boys, because guess what? You don't wanna have something you used with black eyeshadow suddenly above, you know, under your brow bone. Okay. So I'm super happy with that look as a all over eyeshadow look. Now, I'm gonna go in with my little teensy weensy brush, you see? And I gave you the tip last time, you can just go into a paint store and go into Michael's and buy sort of the little detail brushes. And that is the best eyeliner brush you can find because you really wanna, I'm gonna use it as a liner. I'm looking to see if I have my other one, but I don't. It's probably in my place to get washed. But that's okay, we can work with this one. It's great. I'm gonna dip into the Elektra because I love that green. I think that's so, so pretty. So, oh, let me show you a tip though, before I move on. I am gonna show you a little tip in case you've missed my makeup videos in the past. I'm gonna go back into this Supernova, and I've coated my brush, and I'm gonna take the Let It Set spray. Have you guys seen this trick before? It's worth repeating in case you're new to me. So I'm gonna spray the brush, and then I'm going to pop it on, just a little bit more on my eyeball to pop it up. And what that does, can you see the difference? It enhances it. And it's what you do not want to do is take your brush wet and go into your palette, because it might ruin your palette. So I'm going to go ahead and be really, really excessive and take another brush, because I love to protect my palette. This has got to last me, you know, all season, and I want to just take super great care of it. So to show you again, I'm going to take my brush, dip it into the gold, okay? Take the spray the brush, and then I'm going to put that on the other eye, just so you can see it again. And boy, I can really see how this has just been popped up. Can you see that? It just ramps it up. It just ramps it up, and it's really, really cool. All right, I love that. Now, back to the green. I dipped it into the green, this little Elektra, and I'm gonna use it as a little liner, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and spray it too, because what'll happen is that'll really make it stay. These setting sprays, I mean, it's just so good. And I'm just gonna go right above the lash line and make a little liner. Now remember, this is sort of a day look. I'm having some people over here tonight for a healthy happy hour. If you're local and you are watching this live and you want to come to the healthy happy hour, come on over. Okay, that's really pretty. And I'm just kind of, do you see I'm just putting that above the lash line? I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. Hit it with the setting spray. And then just popping that on. Okay, easy, easy. Now, yeah, you can use liners, pencils. I like pencils. But I also really like the look of just a shadow. That's really pretty. Do you guys see it? I'll show you more of a close-up at the end. But I like the green with the gold. I think that's really, really making my eyes pop. I'm going to clean off my brush, because I want to put a little underneath. I'm going to go into the gold a little bit. Don't forget your lower lashes, because a little bit can really make it pop. And I love the gold under here. I think it's really, really pretty and really fall. I'm thinking of pumpkins and, you know, all that kind of good stuff. Butternut squash. I like gold any time of the year. Who am I kidding? All right, so that's really, I like it. Look how simple that is. It's not too dark. Go in one more time. And you guys, I'm mostly blending. Remember I tell you that makeup is mostly about blending and just kind of getting that smooth look. So I like that. Now, one more little trick before we move on. I'm washing my brush. I'm maniacal about I'm just like a maniac. I always have to keep my little wipes. These are my bestie friends. These little disposable wipes are so, you can compost them. I can't say enough about it. It doesn't have the icky chemicals on them. I go through a pack a month. Yeah, I do. Now, I'm going to take that same little brush and I'm going to dip into the highlighter. Do you see how I'm using this highlighter for more than a highlight? And I'm going to put it in my inner corner. And what that does, it's like a big, hey, I'm awake kind of look to your eyes. I just love the way that looks. And I'm going to do the other side. And it just is really a pretty little tip. Okay, and I'm just going to smooth that out with maybe just putting a little bit of more gold on top of it, so it looks pretty cohesive. Okay, I really like that so far. Now, I do have one coat of Speak Volumes mascara, which is the greatest mascara ever made. But this one, my friends, is done. I thought I had more in it, but I've been loving it hard since I got it. So that goes into the empties bin. I'm going to order one tonight. But lucky for me, I have the little mini from the holiday. So this is great to just keep in your travel bag, and you can order that separately. And I'm going to go in for one more coat of mascara. So I always do one coat before I put my eyeshadow on and one coat to finish the look, because I think that kind of gives your eyes a little bit more more drama. Who doesn't want drama? Makeup's so much fun. You can just wash it off and start over again. But let me just put more mascara on this one. This mascara is, I can't say enough about it. Oh yeah, that pulls it together. Do you see how that pulls it together? All right, loving this. I'm gonna put like a skosh underneath. Don't be afraid of putting mascara underneath your lashes. It won't look like spiders, don't worry. It'll just make your eyes bigger. Okay, now, very happy with that eye look. All right, you guys see? It's highlighted, makes the blue of my eyes kind of pop out. Don't worry if you have brown eyes or green eyes, it's gonna look beautiful on all skin tones. It's gonna look gorgeous on women and men of color. It's just a beautiful, beautiful color palette. So I'm digging that. Now, let's get to the highlighter and then we'll get to the lips. All right, here's the highlighter. I'm gonna show you how you use a real highlighter. So, here's my highlighter brush. Okay, it's great. You know, you can use a blush brush or whatever, but I have an actual highlighter brush. And I'm gonna dip it into the Constellation, and I have blush on, but I'm gonna put it right above just the planes of my face, right above. Boy, I'm barely dipping in. I'm barely dipping in, and you can see it. Wow. That is gorgeous. I love it so much. I can't even tell you. And now I'm just buffing, buffing, buffing. All right, I'm just buffing it into the blush, and then I'm taking the little extra, and not crazy, but like just hitting the tip of my nose, going a little bit into my forehead, and going back and blending it in. You do not want to stripe. You don't want to see a stripe of blush and a stripe of highlighter. I am just blending, 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 blending. Okay. There's that. Now, here's a little tip before we finish. I take it, and because, yeah, it is almost October, but it is hot out here. So I am wearing a little tank, a little halter, and I'm taking some of the highlighter and I'm putting it on my shoulder. Because you know why? I think it looks really good. It makes you look healthy, makes you look buff. And not that I'm buff, but I'm working on it. I did work out today, guys. I'm leading the Arbonne 30 group, September 30th, if you want to join me. I did it last year and I lost 10 pounds. I plan to lose another 10. So if you're interested, drop me a comment and I'll add you to the group as well. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Now, let's finalize things. First, I want to spray with my Let It Set, because that just locks it in, melts everything down. I usually have a little magazine. I'm going to make do. Just fan yourself, and that just makes sure that my makeup stays all day or all night. All right, now let's get to this and then we'll wrap up. I'm going to use the gloss first just so you guys can see what that looks like. I did the swatches already, but I'm going to show you what that gold gloss looks like on its own. Now, I love this look. Yeah, I like that gold gloss, kind of natural, you know, easy breezy throw on. I call it a throw on lipstick. I love that. I could be very happy ending this look like that. I have to show you the other color. I'm gonna take this off. And now I'm gonna show you the Camel side, which I know I love because I've been wearing it all week. All right, here's some powder because my lips were wet, and here comes the Camel. Okay, it's so creamy. It's so natural. You guys see it? It's sort of a nude color, but it perfectly complements the colors I used. Okay, now one last trick. Remember I told you not to commingle these guys? I'm gonna take a little of the gold gloss. If you do wanna combine them, which is totally cool, that's like a third color, just really go in there and put some on your finger. That's the easiest way, honestly. And then you just take it and dot it on your bottom lip, just to add a little bit more sparkle. Just an option. And that, my friends, is it. This is the limited edition Comet set. We have them, you know, until we sell out. So if you like this, please let me know if you want to put your hands on it. And if this video is being shared, please go back to the consultant who shared this video and lock into yours, because when it's gone until next year when they bring out something new and something equally fabulous. So anyway, have a beautiful day. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.